We first flew into Catania and drove up to Taormina in a hire car. As some of you may know, Taormina is a really old city dating back to a time before the Greeks arrived in 734 BC. And if you add that up, that means they didn't have cars and their streets weren't designed for them either. So with that in mind, I booked a place down the hill from Taormina. So we've arrived in Taormina. Well, we're like staying at the bottom of Taormina. Taormina is up the top there, but we're down near the beach, which I'll show you probably tomorrow morning. The place we're staying at is a cute little place owned by an Italian family, and it's Residence Placado. My Italian's worse. I'll put a link in the description box for this video, but the place we've got is so sweet. It's got access to the little bay right down there, and then Isola Bella, which is the famous Taormina beach, is on the other side of that, but I'll show you tomorrow. And this is our courtyard, and because we hired a car, this is why we're staying down here. I booked us a place where we could park. Taormina, if anyone knows about Taormina in Sicily, is actually quite old, so the streets are very narrow and hard to maneuver in. Isn't this beautiful? I love this old furniture. So beautiful, it's like a Moroccan touch. And the artwork is divine. The lights, so beautiful. And babe's made a mess. See us? Tiny little bathroom, but it's perfect. That's all you need. A bum washer, they're everywhere in Italy. And bunk for the kids. So the next morning we headed up to Taormina via the bus, and we wanted to just roam the streets, try some of the local cuisine, which in Taormina happens to be granita, and check out the ancient Greek theatre.
What about common sense? And now we're stuck in the middle, so we climb the fence. It's like the world turned its back on us, and now we can't tell if it's heaven or hell. It's like knowing all the answers.
I guess angels wear suits. So this is the Greek theatre, but it looks like Placebo's playing next week. Which hosts pretty impressive views of Mount Etna in the background and some incredible ruins that date back to the 3rd century BC. So you can see Mount Etna in the background.
Where is it though?
In the background.
Is that it over there?
You got a whole religion in the palm of your hand.
Afterward, we started the journey to Castelmola, the next town above Taormina, which is accessible via a 2.7 kilometre walk uphill. So we're walking up to Castelmola. We were just in that theatre. Hey, can't they stop it? And now we walk up here. We're going up for this view. It's pretty nice. Castelmola. Show you the view at the top. Oh!
Is that on screen?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Stop! Oh. What is it? All the same.
not this one. I'm prettier than the rest.
Giving up?
No. Hold on, maybe not one. I can take the track. Go around there if you want to go there.
Jeff wants pasta. We're barring it.
What?
We're barring it.
Yeah.
But the view's still amazing.
It is really good.
We soon realised we would way rather eat than walk uphill in the heat, so we turned around, ate food and headed to the beach. It was time to check out one of Sicily's draw cards, Isola Bella, probably the most famous beach in the area, if not the whole of Sicily. If you are anything like me and you are watching this in order to get organised for your own trip to Sicily, you will find that so many recommend that you visit Isola Bella as a must-see. It definitely is, but trust me when I say there are many other must-see beaches in Sicily. Keep watching this vlog and you will find out. It's because we're so spoiled with beaches in Australia and we don't sit on top of each other.
Not my thing.
Which I can't even imagine what it would be like in the middle of July and August.
Can't even imagine it.
The next day it was time to leave Taormina and check out Gole dell'Alcantara. I understand I am completely butchering that Italian and I'm really sorry. This is a beautiful gorge not far from Taormina by car. Now, a couple of things you need to know here. There are two entrances to the gorge. If you are following the road from Taormina, you will come across a very well-signed entrance with a big car park. This is a privately owned park that charges quite a bit. Now, they charge a bit because it is privately owned and they have their own gardens, access to the river via a lift, and I think they have a cinema and a shop. Now, if you drive a little further up the road, you can pay about €1.5 to €3 for public access, with just a short walk to the bottom straight into the gorge. The only reason we were visiting the gorge was for the gorge, so you can tell why we skipped on the cinema and the gardens. But it is super easy to get the entrances confused. Gorge. So Gole Alcantara, I think I'm saying that so badly. But the gorge is up that way and there's quite a few people here and they do like wetsuit things where they float down the river and there's a whole heap of people up the main entrance. There's a couple of main entrances, but I'll go over that obviously in the voiceover. After the gorge, we happened to stumble across some of the best food we had had the whole trip. We simply checked TripAdvisor for the best food in the area and found Paradise Ristorante in Graniti. We were lucky to get a seat here as it was Sunday and the place was full of Sicilian family lunches. It was pretty amazing to sit back and take it all in. I think we're right near the gorge where we just were, and we looked up somewhere to go for lunch, and now we're somewhere called Paradise Ristorante, and it looks like it's the local Sicilians' place to be for Sunday lunch, and I think there's quite a few birthdays and celebrations going on. It's pretty interesting. After lunch, we headed in the direction of Syracuse and decided to stay outside of the ancient city at one of the most acclaimed beaches in the area, Fontane Bianche. This beach is absolutely stunning, but the litter for me here was heartbreaking. I even wrote to the Department of Environmental Protection complaining that there wasn't enough bins provided. I didn't get a reply.
What are you pointing at?
It's everywhere.
Can't escape it.
You can pick it up.
Okay, can you give us 3 easy steps on how to be a better person?
Just take your rubbish with you and put it in the bin.
What if there's no bins?
Well, find one. Carry it until you get to it. It's not going to kill you.
It's 4.5 k's there and then 4.5 k's back, so it's 9 k's.
We didn't know it was that far.
I know.
We didn't bring a proper bra. This day had to be one of my favourites of the whole trip. Cavagrande Del Cassibile is a limestone canyon with beautiful clear pools to swim in and incredible cascading waterfalls. If you haven't noticed by now, we kind of plan our entire holidays around as many natural wonders as we can find. And this one definitely didn't disappoint. It's a 4.5 kilometre walk down and back. That's what we were told, but it didn't feel that long to me. I've read a lot of reviews online about this place and they say that the walk is hard. In my opinion, it's not. It's just a steep climb back and you need proper footwear as the ground is a bit uneven. Make sure you get here early. I can imagine this place would be super crowded in the middle of summer and later in the day.
Going to Syracuse, and I've had a fever or some weird virus the last couple of nights.
We've pretty much done nothing but lie in the hotel bed and watch Russian news.
And now I'm really hoping that I don't get that feeling back. I think I've kind of kicked it, but my ear's still a bit sore and I'm a bit tired. But
We'll go into Syracuse and you can come along too.
bye.
Syracuse, or Syracusa as the locals call it, is beautiful. So old and ancient, dating back to around 733 BC, founded by Greek settlers. We wandered the streets and again had some of the best food of our whole trip. I didn't film the restaurant that we ate at, nor do I recall the name of it, but I had received a lot of recommendations to try out a restaurant called Don Camillo. So if you try it, let me know what you think of it.
Gotta get outside. You drunk.
I'm so drunk because that was the biggest Manhattan I've ever had. And then we went to dinner and had a whole bottle of wine, which we couldn't even finish.
You get the biggest man every night.
I'm really cold though.
Yeah, I'm fucking freezing. Let's get out of here.
Smart. For 2 days, I sat there and I just shot the barrels.
My mommy said I'm the only person that's important.
The camera can do it.
I've seen that for about 5 years on all my other cameras.
Next up, we drove across Sicily to the area of Scopello, stopping in at the neighbouring town of Castelmola del Golfo to take in the views. Okay, so this is our place here, just near Scopello, and it's amazing. It's huge. Absolutely score. Beautiful views, and that beach right there is what we have access to. This place is amazing. Wi-Fi, whole apartment. JL has made a mess already. We've literally been here for 30 seconds. Great kitchen. They've left us all these little treats, except now I've started eating bread, drinking too much beer. I'm starting to feel really sick on this trip, which sucks because it's starting to give me headaches and make me a bit nauseous. So we bought some fresh food and I'm gonna snack on some of that and hopefully I feel better. No more beer. See, traces of Jeff. He just walks in and it's a path of destruction. We call him Cyclone Jeff at home. How much space is here? This place is amazing. Wow, this is epic. I didn't even know this was here. This is so, so cool. Barbecue, outdoor shower, yeah. Bedroom, we've already totally messed that up. Do you want a towel?
Yes, please.
Our accommodation was just outside the town of Scopello, right on a beautiful beach called Calamazzo di Sciaccio. I am so sorry to anyone that speaks Italian. I've left a link for this accommodation in the description box below. It's also just down the road from a great deli and convenience store. So we're starting off at Zingaro National Park. Is that right?
Yep.
It's like a reserve land on the headland here at Scopello, and it's pretty famous for Sicily. And apparently these beaches are beautiful. And the guy at the front is really good with his English and telling you where to go. I'm pretty sure he says it pretty much like 50 to 600 times a day. But
That was definitely all I could say though.
no, he spoke really good English, way better than our Italian. And Jeff's got this thing at the moment where he just copies everything I say, but so it like this.
Woman walk through hole. She go to gather food for the fire.
This view just gets better and better. Toot toot! This one's called Cala della Lissa. Oh, are you okay? Oh my god, let's get down there, get me in there.
Yeah, well, that's the other one.
This is the best day ever. At the risk of repeating myself, this place was one of the most beautiful I have ever seen and been. Zingaro Nature Reserve has about several different beaches you can access. The coast walk, which we did to the end and back, exploring every single beach, this was Jeff's idea, is about 14 kilometers in total. You can, however, do a loop along the coast and up through the mountains to come back. We didn't come prepared enough to do that as we didn't bring enough food. So make sure again you get here early with food, water, sun protection and swimmers. Look how beautiful this is. I can't even explain how beautiful this place is. It's like another world.
Tell me if I got it wrong, but you don't wanna be alone. Spend the evening by yourself, but you'll miss me when it's getting late. Got it all, babe, save arms when you're ready. I'm here when you need me, I'm yours if you'll let me. Got it all, babe, save arms when you're ready. I'm here when you need me, I'm yours if you let go, boy. Loving is a safe card, you don't have to play hard. Love and let go, boy.
I'm so tired and hungry. Jeff's making us through the 5th beach. Let's go.
If you let go, boy, you don't have to play smart. We can take it slow, you know it.
The Tonnara di Scopello is an old tuna fishing station that is now beautiful accommodation, a movie set for Ocean's 12,
and the poster child for the town of Scopello. You can visit the Tonnara di Scopello by paying a small fee at the entrance. Inside the grounds, you can use the beach and explore the history of this place while taking in just how beautiful it really is.
Jeff's making us do another walk. Two days ago we did a walk that was 15 kilometers. Here goes another one. Look at that.
And again, we were on another walk. This time we were taking on about 5 or 6 kilometers around the coast of Monte, Cofano.
Hello, Ramona. I can't shake the simplest feeling beyond the ghost. We stand on the opposite shore. Hello, Ramona. I reach through mysterious ceilings, my only hope.
Hey babe, how come you're hiding behind a bush? Why do you want to go home?
Massive bulls in here with huge horns.
So there's a bull off in the distance doing his own thing.
Straight past him.
Unbelievable.
Look at it. Look at his leg.
So there's a bunch of cows down there.
Walk through.
And Nina wouldn't walk past the cows because she was afraid.
Their horns are this big. You don't know anything about the wild.
Okay. Cool.
This walk sucks.
I stand alone. Show me where the ending goes. Honest,
Looks like a good lunch spot.
I should be the last to know.
This walk is long, but it is mostly flat and easy. On the section of the walk that we completed, we didn't see any access to a beach, so we scrambled over the rocks to a spot where we could jump in. I don't really recommend this unless you have a Jeff, as the rocks are sharp and make it very hard to get in and out of the water.
I push back the serious feeling, the end's unknown, to get back the life I used to know.
Oh, and before we leave and jump on a plane to Venice, which you can find a link to here, make sure you try one of these traditional Sicilian treats if you ever find yourself in Sicily. I promise you'll love them silly, way more than my lame sense of humour. Ciao, Sicilia.
That's amazing. People go down there via that track.
You're amazing.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Do you think now's a good time to ask you?
Yeah, I do stinky farts, I'm sorry.
Honestly don't. I should be the last to know.